able to beat you guys here in your house?
I mean, it's always a bad feeling coming off a loss. I mean, losing a game, especially a game that we gave them, so get back to the drawing board, bro. Sometimes this league, like this, you losses like that, what I'm saying, it reflects on how you shake back from it, and I know this team is good enough to do that.
How did you give them that game?
First foremost, start with myself. First tug, I mean, it was a good D better catch, but certain things I feel like I gave him, in that catch, but it's all good. I think after that I was able to recover and be able to play, but it's cool, all respect to them, they played good tonight.
Maybe you won't know until you see the film, but was there? It looked like you had pretty good coverage on that touchdown. I mean, what could you have done differently?
I should have. It's crazy. I kind of knew it was coming. I should have got more outside and be able to play on the ball. I know I could. Me personally, I feel like if I put myself in a better position to be able to play the fade, I win. But like I said, that's why he is who he is. Like I said, I'm never gonna downplay his game, man. He a killer just like I am. I feel, nobody never gonna take my confidence. He, like you said, good D, better catch.
Did they finished under 70 yards, and like you said, 11 were there. Your coaching staff asked you to travel with him again. Like just the pride you take in your coaches trusting you to follow some of the best receivers in the league around the field. They
know who I am, man. They know my mindset. And I know what comes with, like, I know what comes with guarding the best receiver. You're gonna lose some, but you win more than you lose. But I think the loss feel more, more bad because we had him. I wish I would have made certain decisions in the game. But like I say, move on.
Hutch suggested that maybe this is a loss that could be good for you guys. Do you see that with the way this team has responded after adversity and after being beaten?
I mean, it could be. I wouldn't say it's a gift and a curse, man. The curse is on our record that we lost. We gave it to them, but the gift is, we can respond, in a positive way. Mm-hmm. I know we will.
I know it comes at a loss, maybe mutes the excitement about it, but Terrion did get his first interception. What does that mean to a young cornerback to get that first one?
Confidence, man. Confidence. I mean, I always knew, like I said, I say it every day at practice, I always knew, he could play this game, but like I said, I was on the other side before. I always tell him, hey, know who you are, believe in yourself, believe in yourself. And he came out and played unbelievable football. I started off slow myself, but he definitely came out and grew up as an NFL professional player.
Is there any rust coming off the bye?
Say it again?
Is there ever any rust coming off the bye?
Nah. Me personally, I don't feel like it's no rust. Like I said, man, I'm not gonna sit up here and make no excuses. I'm not gonna sit up there and do that. Like I said, we made a lot of mistakes out there as a whole, and they capitalized on it. Like I said, you gotta get back to the drawing board, bro. Get back to the drawing board.